feel like to be my nigga, you gotta be hood. I only fuck with hood niggas. I don't want nothing that's not hood. You gotta carry a gun. If you don't carry a gun, I don't want you in my space.
Jada, like he couldn't be like a soccer player, like a $1 billion soccer player. Like he gotta have that like gangster greasy to him.
Or I'm
But
supposed to
you
quit
are like a
playing.
suburban girl. Like you're
I know.
suburban.
I literally am a suburban girl, like private school, Catholic school. But I always was attracted to those
So
type of.
you just like a thug thing.
Yeah.
This is Jayda Wada. All right, she's some rappers' little baby mama. I don't know. Sorry, I had a moment. I had a brain fart there and shit. This is Jayda Wada talking about how she requires a guy to be a criminal and to have a gun on him and shit. Okay, I want to dispense with just the slang and shit. I'm gonna talk like a square. Yeah, she wants a criminal with a gun. All right, somebody that excites her. Nobody else will suffice and shit from any category. And it's all well and good and shit. I vehemently, am against being categorized as a straight black, cisgendered male. I am vehemently against it. Okay, I think it's bullshit. Okay, I don't want to be classified as that. And the reason that I'm making this episode is because I want to call bullshit. Okay, I think she's a fake ass bitch. Okay, a biatch. There you go. I think she's a fake ass biatch. All right. I don't believe none of that shit. I know some hood niggas. I got hood niggas in my family, like real motherfucking hood niggas that been in jail and done all this shit. She could not handle them. Okay. And most of the hood niggas that you see with people like Jayda Wada here are like simps. All right, the simps, they're weak ass motherfuckers, hyper emotional, feminized men and shit. Okay, they're pussies. All right, that'll call out the hip hop game and shit. A lot of times you see all these niggas with, all sleeved up and shit with all this jewelry and bullshit on them and the fucking hair braided and shit. Especially like the thing with the four braids because that looks like a female's. To me, growing up, from my generation, that's a female's haircut and shit. Okay. And back in my day and shit, in Generation X days, in the fucking 80s and the 90s, uh, you would see kids with those hairdos that were products of single parent households and shit. There was no nigga in the house, or the one that was dealing with a guy like what Jayda Wada said that she wanted, okay? And these women that had no men and shit, and they would treat their children like, when the children were infants, they would treat them like a Cabbage Patch doll, like a toy or something. They didn't realize they were raising human beings and shit, and they would do shit that women aren't supposed to do, which fucked up and broke these boys' masculinity before they were even aware of it. Okay, like putting these barrettes and shit in these kids' hair, braiding their hair like girls and shit, and sending them outside where other kids can see them and fuck with them and shit. Until enough of them were around that the regular kid was the freak and shit. They called that kid a square, a nerd or something, a geek and shit because he was just regular. He's wearing this, rocking this gear from Sears department store shit. He had like a regular haircut, a conservative haircut and shit, but he was the freak. And all these wild ass pookies and shit, that were raised by these single mothers who themselves came from single parent households or criminal households and shit, they became the norm. All right? I don't think Jayda Wada is thinking about that. Okay? I think she's just thinking about what excites her lady parts and shit. And nobody gives a fuck, man. She's another one of these women that look like a miniature, parody of an actual woman and shit. In a 304, That she got some fake parts. Like, not gonna check. And I don't find this sexually attractive in any kind of way. I guess that's for these rap niggas today. Shit. Back in those days, you seen rappers with real fine looking bitches, okay? Alright, I hate to bring up R. Kelly and shit, but like you see like the R. Kelly video, you see anything look like a fucking Jayda Wada in that shit, you seen some most baddest bitches. And it was detrimental, even that shit was detrimental to our people and shit, because it really glamorized the over sexualization of black women and shit. I don't mind a woman, attractive, sexy, vivacious woman, but the shit went overboard and it's never abated and shit. I wasn't gonna just lay this shit at Little Kim's door. All right, wasn't just gonna lay. She had to do what she had to do to stand out and shit. Okay, in her opinion, she colorized herself. Okay, when I see Little Kim and shit, she did that to herself. All that plastic surgery, all that fucked up shit. That's a result of her own, lack of self worth and shit. And nobody should take any blame for that. Least of all, a whole half of the community and shit, the black men. Okay, she did that shit to herself. And Jayda Wada, who the fuck knows? If she didn't, get knocked up and shit by a rapper, who would give a fuck who she was? All right? I don't doubt that she went to like a Catholic school or a private school or some shit. I don't doubt that and shit. I just think she a fake ass bitch. I think she was in there, she decided she wanted to be somebody else, and she came up with this character and shit, okay? I think you're a fake ass bitch. I don't care what you have or anything and shit. You need to take care of your child. You need to take care of your fucking child and keep it a buck and shit. Now, when are you motherfuckers gonna do that? Just take care of your own motherfucking baby that you already got that's paid for by the rapper. Okay, but you still out here stunting and shit, talking to some soy boy and shit, for lack of a better term, that I can't use, otherwise I get canceled. Sitting your ass up here being performative and shit. You just playing a character, and I call you a fake ass bitch.
This message has been paid for by the Dusties. Yes, the niggas you love to hate.